Hello everyone. In this video, we will talk about Microsoft Access 2010. It is a simple relational database management system using which we can create, store, and manipulate the data easily. The data is stored in the form of tables, and these tables are also called as relations. The columns in the table are called as fields or attributes, and the rows in the table are called as records or tuples. First of all, let us see how to open Microsoft Access 2010. For this, click on Start, navigate to the Microsoft Office folder and click on Microsoft Access 2010. This opens the application window, and by default the File tab is active, and what appears on the screen is called as the Backstage view. In this Backstage view, when you select the New section, you see the different options to create a new database. For this demonstration, I will use the blank database. Now in the File Name section, you can provide the name with which you want to save the database. So I will name it as Demo Database. And now by default it goes to the Documents folder. But in case you want to save it somewhere else, you can click on this button to browse a new location. Find Desktop, click on OK. So now let's analyze the file name. Here you can see the Demo Database is the name of the file, and after the dot there is ACCDB, that is Access Database. It is the file extension for all the database files that you create in Microsoft Access 2007 or later. Okay, in order to create the database, you have to click on Create. Access Database creates a table for you at its own, and if you want, you can continue with this table only. I don't want to work with the table for now, so I will simply close it. Now as you can see, on the top there is an icon. This tells that this is Microsoft Access application. So this is application icon, and next to that there is Quick Access toolbar. Actually it contains the most frequently used commands. So there are commands here like save, undo and redo. So there is a tick mark against those options. In case you want some other options to appear on the Quick Access toolbar, you can simply select them from here. For example, if I want to have another button for opening a database from there only, so I will click on Open. And as you can see, now there is another button called as Open. In case you don't want it, you can simply click on this and click again to remove this from the Quick Access toolbar. And as you can see, the tick mark is also removed from there. In the middle of the title bar, that is the topmost bar of the application window, the name of the database appears, and after that there is the name of the application. At the right, we have three buttons which control the application window. That is, you can minimize the application window by clicking the minimize button. You can restore the size of the window. When you click on restore, it is restored down to the size which is less than the maximize. The same restore button is changed into maximize. So click again and it will take the full screen. The third button is intended for closing the application window. Means it will not only close the database but will also close Microsoft Access. These are the tabs. The File tab shows you the Backstage view. The Home tab gives you the most common formatting and handy tools like you have the clipboard here, you have a little bit of data arrangement things. Then we have the buttons for working with the records, that is rows in the table. We have the find and replace options and a little bit of formatting. In the same way, we have the create tab and external and database tools. These are all tabs. Well, the tab is the name which categorizes the similar group of buttons. In a tab, we have associated ribbon. So when you click on Home tab, there is a flat ribbon-like structure appearing. So Home tab has a different ribbon, Create has its own ribbon, External Data has another ribbon, and so on. Now, as you can see here, there are several buttons. Here, we have the options for making the text bold, italicize, and underline. We have the buttons to select the text color, highlight the text, fill the color, align the things on the screen. These all buttons are related to the formatting of the content. So this group is known as text formatting. Now, when you want to look for the things in your file, you either find the things or you simply find and replace it with something new, or you go to a specific record or field, or you select the data. So this all is in one group and the group is named as find. In the same way, we have records group and sort and filter group, clipboard and views. One tab has one ribbon and one ribbon has several groups and one group has several commands or buttons in them. At the left, as you can see here, this is the Object Explorer area. At the bottom of the application window, you can see there is a very thin bar. This is called as a status bar. It gives you information about the selected objects on the screen. For now, let me tell you how to close the database. So in order to close the database, you click on File and then Close Database. So database is a specific file in the application. So closing a database will simply close this demo database that you can see in the title bar. So now we have closed the database, but the application window is still open. Now, if you want to close the application, go to the exit option, or you can simply close it from the top right button, that is close button.